Hey, welcome. And I'm thrilled to have you here today for the Financial Freedom in 12 Weeks webinar. This is your 90-day plan to see exactly where your money goes and to keep most of it, right? And if you have ever felt stressed about money or confused about where your paychecks go, or felt like you're doing everything right but still not getting ahead, you are in the right place. I also want to start off by saying thank you. Thank you that you trusted us with your time and for taking the action to move towards your financial freedom. So if you are ready, let's jump in. So I have a question for you. Have you ever had that feeling of anxiety when a big bill is about to be debited and you're just hoping that there's enough money in your account to cover it, right? Well, you know what? I've been there and I know that feeling. Or that feeling of confusion when you check your bank account and you're wondering where the heck all of your money went. Where did my money go? What I've learned over the years is that most people feel that they have a lack of money, but the real issue isn't the lack of money. It's the lack of control and the lack of clarity on where that money goes. And many of you may have tried traditional budgeting apps, but these apps just throw data at you, right? They show you the problem, but they don't show you how to fix the behavior. And let's face it, changing behavior is hard. And the best way to start is through awareness and knowledge of proven strategies. And this is exactly what we're going to do in this webinar. So are you ready to start your 90-day plan to see exactly where your money goes and keep more of it? Then type "let's go" in the comments or in the chat below. Okay, great. So what if I told you that in just 12 weeks, you could transform that feeling of financial anxiety to a feeling of complete control? Would anybody like to do that? Type yes in the comments. Following our easy and proven system will allow you to pay down your debt faster, start investing, and truly build long-term wealth. So let's talk a little bit about what we will learn in this free webinar today. What I'm going to give you is the exact framework and the core principles and those crucial first steps that enables you to kind of understand where your money is going, right? And all of this is kind of encapsulated in the app that we've built. And you will understand the following three things. One, the 3 lies of traditional finance that keeps you stuck. And then we're going to give you a 12-step guide that gives you instant financial clarity on where you are. And number 3, we'll give you simple steps to becoming an investor in 3 months. Yes, you heard me right. We are going to make money management simple, secure, and give you a mindset to create abundance in your life for years to come. So if you're ready for that, type yes in the comments box. So let's get started with the foundation. The foundation is super important, and this is your step 1, right? Step 1 is knowing your numbers. Every single successful business knows its numbers, right? Revenue, expenses, net profit, etc. And we are going to treat your life like a business. The biggest mistakes people make is hiding from the truth. And in step 1, know your numbers, we end that guessing game. The most powerful action you can take right now is simple. Grab your bank or credit card statements and begin to manually input that data into the app. Yes, I did say manually, because unlike typical budgeting apps, we refuse to link your bank accounts. Why? Because we're not just tracking your money, we are changing habits, right? And the act of manually entering those transactions, of seeing that $600 coffee spend as not just a number, but as a conscious choice that you have to record, this is where the magic happens. This intentional friction input is what separates mere awareness from lasting financial control. Our application strips away the complexity by allowing you to categorize every expense into 2 critical buckets. Fixed expenses, must-pay bills like rents and utilities, and discretionary, right? Like everything else, like that new subscription or dining out essentially. And this straightforward discipline isn't about budgeting, right? It's about defining your reality. Where are you at this moment? And the moment that you are finished, the app will automatically deliver the core truth of your finances, your net profit or deficit. This is your business number. This essential foundational step, step one, is the only data that you need to start building meaningful financial habits. Now that you know your numbers in step one, it's time to find the easiest money that you will ever earn. The money that you stop spending, right? In step two, we are going to trim the fat. We immediately go after those low-hanging fruits. Now it's time to review your discretionary expenses and aggressively challenge yourself to cut your total monthly spend by 10 to 30% in the next 90 days. This is where our app's dashboard is an absolute game changer. You are not just guessing, you will see the precise breakdown of all of your discretionary spend and model your potential savings in real time within the app, right? So a quick question here. Do you genuinely need all three streaming services? And could you possibly negotiate that cell phone bill or your insurance maybe? You know, that 10 to 30% cut is money that goes directly into building your future. And I promise you, there is so much money to be found once you actually have a good overview of your discretionary spend that you can take that money and actually invest it into building real wealth for yourself in the future. Step 1 and 2 of this program is all about behavior, behavioral change, right? Once you actually know what it is that you're doing, the behaviors that you have, and you can actually visually see exactly where your spend is going, you have a much better overview and clarity with regards to your money. And in step 3, we lock in those new savings by introducing a non-negotiable concept called pay yourself. Yes, you heard that right. Pay yourself first. You know, we are constantly told to pay our debts first, but this flawed belief often leads us with nothing left to pay ourselves, right? And here at MindShift Theory, we've flipped the script on that. Your first transfer of the month should always be to your savings or your investment accounts. Set up automatic transfers and aim for that 10% savings rate right out of the gate. This is how you consistently build wealth without having to think about it. And I also want to take the opportunity to talk about one of the biggest wealth killers. Leave a comment in the chat about what that biggest wealth killer is for you at the moment. From what we've seen, the single biggest drain on your wealth building potential is high interest debt. That's why step 4, conquering debt, is so crucial. Our app will help you wrap your arms around your total debt picture. And by inputting your balances and payments, you immediately see the total interest you will be paying over the life of that specific loan. And often, this is a shocking number that then becomes a powerful motivator for you to actually pay off your debts faster, right? These are key insights that we provide within the app. And you know, another key insight is how paying just a small amount extra per month can save you thousands of dollars and reduce your time to pay off that specific debt. And we'll give you a plan to pay off high interest debts strategically, including scripts and actions for calling your loan providers and asking for a rate reduction, right? Especially providers like your mobile phone provider or your car insurance provider, for example. Step 6 in the app is by far my favorite. Most people believe that they need to be rich to invest, and that is an absolute lie. In step 6, start investing, we put the savings that you've generated to work in the simplest, most powerful long-term wealth strategy. And those two are, number 1, high yield savings accounts. Yes, high yield savings account is actually an investment strategy. It's not just a savings account, right? And number 2, low cost index funds, specifically stable, proven options like S&P 500 ETFs, for example. Our application will guide you through setting up both and provide some smart suggestions for companies to consider. And I wanted to give you an example of just how powerful this can actually be, right? If you started thinking about placing your money into a high yield savings account or investing it even better. So if you invested an initial $12,000, which you might have sitting idle somewhere right now, and consistently added $500 per month for the next 30 years, your potential retirement wealth is a staggering $1.327 million, right? That's retirement money. We'll show you exactly how to start small, stay consistent, and literally watch your money compound. This is the $1 million habit that we build in step 6. Within the app, the rest of the 12 steps fills out your complete financial mastery. In step 5, we build an emergency fund, right? Trying to hit that 1,000 milestone and beyond. You know, there are so many Americans that can't even afford a $1,000 emergency when it actually happens. And that should never be the case. In step 7, we level up your income, right? Because why? You can only trim so much from the budget, and there is so many ways to actually level up your income. The application gives you some suggestions on how you could level up your income and helps you take the next steps via a checklist to ensure that you actually stay on track, right? In steps 8 to 12, we talk about defining savings goals, mastering your credit cards, tracking your net worth, and planning your ultimate stretch goals. And in just 12 weeks, you'll move from maybe being confused and frustrated about your finances to being absolutely in command of your financial future. So in this webinar, I also wanted to address security and, the hands-on difference that we are talking about. I know what you're thinking, just another financial app, right? But is it safe? This is the most crucial differentiator, and I want to be crystal clear about this. We do not link your bank accounts or your credit card details to this app. And we do so for a couple of different reasons. Security and privacy, because we never store your login credentials or transactional history from your bank's service, right? Your financial data stays completely off our servers. So you can be sure that, nobody can actually hack your bank accounts. Number 2, there's a behavioral advantage to actually utilizing this app, right? This is not a passive data aggregator like most apps out there. We require that manual data entry because that hands-on process forces you to actively engage and be mindful of every single dollar that you spend. This active engagement is proven to be the most effective way to change your financial outlook and build lasting habits. So you might also have questions with regards to, user experience and maybe the results that you could expect. So is it easy? Absolutely. We've designed this application for people who feel overwhelmed with traditional finance apps and keeping, a record in a spreadsheet, for example. The app is an intuitive step-by-step coaching program. You don't need to be a math whiz. It's like having a financial coach in your pocket. And who wouldn't want to have a financial coach like literally right by your side every time you're actually looking at your finances? Type yes in the comments box if you'd actually like to have that financial coach. And the other question that I actually want to address is, what results could you expect? By the end of the 12 weeks, you will have a clear overview of your finances, a disciplined approach to saving and investment, and a strategy to crush your debt. And most importantly, you will no longer have that feeling of being stressed or confused about your money. Instead, you will feel empowered and in control of your finances. So if today's roadmap that I shared didn't just resonate with you, if it ignited a fire to stop passively viewing your finances and start actively building your wealth, then it's time to act, right? Then I'd love to invite you to claim your full lifetime access to the Financial Freedom in 12 Weeks guided program. The control, clarity, and peace of mind that you'll gain is priceless. Typically, access to the full 12-step program, including all the trackers, insights, checklists needed to transform your finances, is $10.99 per month. But because you have committed your time here today to your financial future, we're giving you a massive price cut. For the next 24 hours, you can enroll for just $4.99 per month. This is literally less than a single cup of coffee, right? Think about that. A cup of coffee for your financial freedom. It's like a no-brainer, right? And as a bonus for being here on this webinar, the first 100 people to sign up using the link in the chat will also receive our powerful Debt Annihilator Toolkit, your comprehensive guide to negotiating interest rates and consolidating high interest debt. So I hope you can see that this isn't just an app, right? It's a secure guided program designed to fundamentally change your relationship with money in just 3 months. It's actually your financial coach, right? It's your financial coach in your pocket. So I would urge you to act now and start your journey to financial freedom. So thank you for joining us here today. We know that your time is valuable. Don't wait another day to take control of your financial future. This is just $4.99 per month, right? It's less than a cup of coffee, and you're going to get the Debt Annihilator toolkit as a bonus, only for the next 24 hours. So click the link in the chat and we'll see you inside the financial freedom in 12 weeks.